Here's the Twitch stream. Explain what the Twitch is about, market update. So I'm going to be doing a market update, big picture review, and then I'm going to plot out key levels on as many coins as possible. And then I'm going to put my trades in, and then I'm going to explain I'm also going to explain the VIP, what's in there. I'm going to explain the course, and it's pretty much what I'm going to do. So first thing is market update. So what do I do during market updates? What I do during market updates is I look at this, I look at TradingView, I look at the charts, and I just go through every single chart that I could see, and I plot out the supports, the resistances, I plot everything out, and then I base my trades off of what I see on the chart. And then what I do is I go into my trading software. My trading software is called 3 Commas. So you could see right here, this is 3 Commas. This is my 3 Commas account. And I could buy, I could sell, I could set my stop loss. I could do everything. I could do everything in 3 Commas. So basically I go through the charts. Number 1, go through the charts, plot out my levels. Number 2, go into 3 Commas, and I place my trades. Super easy, right? So if you're watching this, that's what I do. The other thing that I do is that when I go through my charts, I save my charts. I publish them, publish my charts, and then I post my published charts in my TradingView. So maybe you don't have time to sit through 8 hours or 10 hours of a live stream. I don't think you do. Or maybe you don't even have time to watch the market recap video on YouTube, which is a few hours. You probably don't have time to do that either every single time. So if you join the VIP, then you could simply just log in whenever and then click the ideal buy zones, and you'll see the ideal buy zones to buy and to sell. And then you could simply just put your orders in based off of that. And then you could get alerts, and you could set this alerts page up to notify you. And as soon as the alert goes off, boom, you buy or you sell. It's super, super easy, right? So, and then also we have the VIP chat room where we just talk all about everything. So that's really, really cool. So that is the VIP. And then also if you want to learn like how I do what I do, like how I plot these charts, like every single thing about it, of course, you could just go to cryptoelite.com and you could find the chart. I mean, you could literally just grab the what do you call it, the course, and then you'll know exactly how to do what I'm doing. That's if you want to learn. If you could take this into a new profession, it could be your new thing, or you could learn it. I highly recommend learning it. Like, you learn it and then you get good at it, and then you could do it on your own. And it's a lifelong skill set to have. So you could just go to cryptoelite.com, click this button, and then get the course if you want to get the course. And that's that. So oh, look at this, an alert just went off, hitting resistance. So an alert literally just went off right now, right? And it says Bitcoin hitting resistance, selling here. So I click on it, right? It's perfect. Let's see what's going on. Bitcoin minor resistance, hitting minor resistance. So now I'm gonna sell my Bitcoin. Of course, this is the true resistance is up here, but that alert should have gone off in my alerts section. Oh, wait a minute. There you go. It should have gone off in my alert section, and it did. So this is a perfect example right in the very beginning of this stream. It's very cool. So I plotted this chart out a while ago, right? And I said buy here, and then this is the minor resistance, so you probably want to sell here, right? So I put an alert in that said sell right here, and that alert went off. You could see in my TradingView account it went off, right? And then that alert was sent via API to my Discord, to the VIP Discord. And so now it's like, if you have a lot of BTC, or if you're in a trade, if you're trading BTC, then it's like, okay, sell here. So that's pretty much it. That's how it works. And then you just go in and you sell. And I'm not saying that this is the top. I'm just saying that this is a resistance. So honestly, I'm gonna put on a trade right now. You're watching this trade, you're watching this live stream. You could see a trade. So what's a good trade to put on? Well, it's minor resistance. So you could put on a short trade, and you just put it on like this, you know? Very simple. This is like what we would call, this could be a scalp. This could be a good scalp, you know? And I'll just show you right now. So it's the very beginning of the stream and you're already about to see this. This is what I did. I plotted this out a long time ago. Major support right here. Major resistance right here. What goes on in between this is very, very choppy. It's very difficult to know exactly what's going to happen. But it's pretty obvious right here was a major resistance. And now we're hitting the major resistance again. And we're not above it. Like, so normally when it consolidates at the major resistance, it's actually a sign that it's going to go back up, right? That's going to actually continue to move up. You see how this was just simply, let me do this real quick. This right here was a immediate bounce up, right? And then this right here was an immediate bounce down. And this right here, once again, an immediate bounce up. You know, that's why you need to have limit orders in. You can't just wait. It's so hard to trade if you just, hey, what's up, Albin? So it's so hard to trade if you just simply have to wait until the chart does what you do, and then you go in. Because what are you gonna do? You're gonna be looking at the chart 24/7? No. You just put your limit. You say, oh, it come down here. So I'm gonna put my limit order in down here. I'm gonna use 3 commas, and I'm gonna put my limit order in, and I'm gonna put my sell order in, and then it's so easy, and you just don't have to worry about it, you know. So that's what I did here. I did even back here, you know, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and I put my sell order right here. So what I'm saying is, this happened so quickly. It was a quick, easy win, and then it got rejected super, super quick. It actually got rejected back here super, super quick, and then came back up, got rejected again super, super quick, came back, and then support super, super quick. Now it's consolidating, so it's like, oh shoot, it's consolidating. So that makes me think that there's not as much selling pressure as there was back here, because there's not. There's a lot of people like thinking, oh shoot, I should buy it. But here's the rule. This is my trading rule. I never ever buy at resistance. I only sell at resistance or short at resistance. I never buy at resistance. So even though you might look at this and say, oh, it's consolidating, it's going to break up, it's going to break up, it's going to break up. The intelligent thing to do is to still have a short position on, or is to still sell and wait until it breaks up. If it breaks up, then come back down, get in on the retest, and then you could put a sell order for up here, right? Yeah, maybe it'll jump up and it won't ever retest back down here, but better safe than sorry, you know? So, hey Renata. So pretty much the thing to do right now is to put on a short position. So I'm going to show you how I do it in 3 commas. It's very easy. I'm going to say if the price comes back up here to $34,770, then I'm going to sell it. I'm going to put a short on, and I'm going to take my profit here at 33,813. And I'm going to take and if I get stopped out, if it comes up even further, I'm going to get stopped out. So let's publish this right now. Publish idea. Oops, sorry. I'll say BTC short. Okay, so we have BTC short. I might lose this trade. I don't know if I'm going to win this trade or not, but these are little micro trades that I'm going to take, right? So now that I created this trade setup, I'm going to copy it, okay? Then I'm going to go into 3 commas, and I'm going to get my accounts, and I'm going to go Bitcoin account. I'm going to do smart short. I'm going to do a limit order. And where did I say? I said 34,730. So 34,730. That's going to be my sell price. My take profit is 33,813. 33. Man, my computer is so slow. And this is a fully decked out MacBook Pro. 33,813. And then I'll have my stop loss 35,224. 35,224. And then I'm going to put a stop loss timeout on there just in case for 15,000 seconds. I'm going to create my trade. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to input the trading chart that I just saved. I'm going to put that into my notes section. because that's going to be my notes. That's how I know like what the exact thing is, right? What the exact trade's going to be. So now that I did that, my trade is in there, right? So I'm going to go in here, go in my alerts. I'm going to say, if you want to do a quick scalp short, and I'll post it in there. So now everyone knows, like, that's what I'm doing. That's what I just did. So you're good to go. But okay, so let's go over the market update. So the market scan, pretty much. I have a market scan. I try to do this every single Monday. It takes a long time. I get exhausted when I do this, but I'm gonna see it. Okay, so the first thing. Oh, let me change this up to here. Okay, so the first thing that we need to know is that the overall strategy, right? So overall, in 2013, we had a major drop from the highs. Then we went sideways, and then we shot up, and we made a huge recovery to new all-time highs. This is a very likely scenario. This is because the Federal Reserve and the Congress will most likely decide to print more money and try to stimulate the economy. People, when they get that money, they have been investing their stimmy checks into cryptocurrencies and stocks. Hence, they go up. So that's why 2013 could be a very big. This could be another 2013. That's the first thing to understand. So basically, I'm expecting sideways movement for a while, and then eventually a big pop up to the new thing. Hold on a second. I got a thing in here. Let me check what they said. Oh, Zoe. Welcome, Zoe. It was just someone that came. So I need to write this in my computer slows down so much. I need to get I can't wait for the M1 chip to come out. Like, how sick is that gonna be? Hold on a second. This is gonna be done. Here we go. Market scan. Copy. Paste. It's the 27th, 28th, I think. 28th. Okay. So let's go back here. All right. So we had this. By the way, hey, FYI, please. I just wrote it in the chat. I put music in this chat. I put music in the what do you call it? In the stream. So that's it. Okay. So here is a really, really important concept that I personally follow. I have two accounts. Okay. So I have an investment account and I have a trading account. I have a lot of USDT waiting on the sidelines to get into really good prices on my long-term portfolio. Although short-term, I'm not very bullish. Short-term, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin and crypto overall in the macro, right? So I want to be putting money into my investment accounts. If Bitcoin hits the red in the MVRVZ chart and or the orange on the rainbow chart, then that's when I'm going to go all in, okay? For the time being, though, I'm slowly accumulating. So right now, I'm just slowly accumulating more in my investment account, and I'm only taking trades at major levels on my charts. My trades, they're much more conservative right now in terms of where we are, in terms of where I'm taking profits, because I want to secure my profits right now. When you have certain market, okay, cool. So it sounds like the music is really good. Thank you, then. It sounds like the music is at a perfect spot. It took me like freaking an hour to figure out how to get music on here. But this is just so going back to this is a concept that I really want to go over. It's just that, yeah, you want to have a trading account, but you also want to have an investment account, because a lot of the times the long-term investors are the ones that do really, really, really well. And you might miss out on opportunity in your trading account, but at least if you have your long-term investing account, you're gonna catch it, you know. And the risk to reward, the asymmetric risk is so good right now, because if you invest in certain projects, right, you only need one of them to do 100x. The market is so early that imagine. Okay, so when the computers and internet started coming out, there were many computer companies. It was not just Apple and Microsoft. There were a lot, okay? So if you invested, say, $100 into every single one of them back when they first came out, 99% of them would have went away. But the two that ended up succeeding, Apple and Microsoft, they've done so exponentially well compared to everything else that you would have lost your $100 in 9 of the 10 internet computer companies. But the $100 that you would have put into Apple and Microsoft, they'd be worth tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably tens of thousands of dollars at this point. So very easily made up for everything. So that's why I say have two accounts, a trading account and and a long-term investing account that you don't touch, all right? And this is what I'm talking about. So let me write this down. Let me copy and paste this, copy this, paste this into here. So my market scan is literally like, this is my market scan. I go through the big picture stuff. I go through my big picture stuff and I bring it down into the charts. So the first big picture thing that I look at is the MVRV score. I look at this score. If we are in the green area, then I simply buy and I hold. I buy and I hold, and so basically I'm gonna be all into Bitcoin once we hit this area. All right. We are not there yet. We still have room to go down, but will we actually hit that area this time? I don't know, because it's looking like we might not, because it's looking like this is the case. Remember how I said in 2013 we had a huge drop, and then we had a huge drop, and then we ended up spiking back up? That's what happened in 2013. We had this huge drop, but we never actually came back down into this green zone. So this might actually be very close to the bottom of where this is. And then we ended up having a huge spike up. And this price right here, you can see the blue price of Bitcoin was substantially greater than the price of Bitcoin was a few months prior. So this was for January, February, March, April 2013. And then this was November 2013. So if this same thing follows through, then by November of 2018 is when we should have a really big rally. In fact, it shouldn't even be November. It should be October-ish. October-ish is when we should start the big rally. So October. So on the timeline. So let me just write this down. According to looking at 2013, October should be the best time to be all in, because that's when the bull run resumed back then. All right, so that's the MVRV score. This is a very important thing that I look at to get the big picture. Right now, the big picture, the asymmetrical risk is that like we have a lot more upside than downside. So it's a better price than not. Like up here, you wouldn't really want to be getting into Bitcoin up here. You wouldn't want to be getting into Bitcoin above 6, and to be honest, probably above 5. But we're already below 2. We're actually below 1 at this point, so it's very good risk reward. Just scaling in. So that's what I'm saying. Just scale in. Next thing I look at is the rainbow chart. So the rainbow chart, obviously, if it gets into this deep blue, that's an automatic buy. So this is my second automatic buy. We're still very far away from it. And in order to get down all the way into here, we would have to have some extremely major crash capitulation. And to be honest, the biggest one the biggest possibility of it getting down here is government regulation in the US, but I just don't see that happening. The second biggest one that was the China banning Bitcoin miners and stuff, which is what happened. And we didn't even get down to this area. We dropped half of the price dropped, right? But we're still in this zone that's like, it's cheap. And this is exactly what the other one said. It's cheap. It's not in like the, oh my God, definitely go all in, but like it's still cheap. So let me write this down. So back in the hodl zone, no, it was in the hodl zone. Now it's in the still cheap zone. So let me write this down. Give me 1 second. Forgot to record again. Okay, so the next thing that I look at is the fear and greed index. And this analyzes the emotions and the sentiments from the different sources and crunches them into a simple number, which is the fear and greed index. And right now it's at 25, so it's extreme fear. So when the more fearful people are, the more I want to buy. The more extreme greedy people are, the more I want to sell. So everything is at extreme fear right now. So it's a better buying opportunity than not, pretty much. So let me put that right here. Oops, this will be number 3. Okay, so now we have the MVRV, Z-score, we have the rainbow chart, we have the fear and greed index. Under 10 is automatic buy. Over 70 is not you may want to sell, is start scaling out. So is it under 10? No, it's at 25. So it's not the worst. It's not like the most fearful like at all, but it's not the most, obviously. It's at a decent price or decent fear. So after the fear and greed index, what do I look at? Next comes the total market cap. And this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy right here. The total market cap. It bounced from the 38.2, but if it doesn't hold, we can easily lose. So back in May, I think, I said that the crypto market cap, it fell, and then it bounced a little from the 38.2, but if it doesn't hold, we can easily, look at this, we can easily lose another 500 billion and see the 61.8 before ripping upward again. The best thing to do is buy the dips at the 61.8 and have stop losses just in case. So that's what I said in my on my Twitter account, basically here. I'm not saying this will happen, but if the bounce fails, we could easily see another 500 billion wiped out, right? And I plotted this chart, and it's just absolutely insane what happened, because I said if we don't bounce here, we could see it fall down here. And I said Max Payne would have the market tank here, but it will bounce if it reaches here. And this was the 61.8 of what I said. So boom, bounced directly from there, came all the way back to 31.8, and then bounced to 78.6. And this is very important because there's two different Fibonacci levels. This was my original one that I wrote down, right? But now that I looked at it again, I saw that I took the Fibonacci from the bottom right here to here. But what I think I should have done is actually taken the Fibonacci from down here. So even though this did work out, like I bought here and then I sold here, and I sold everything up here after it bounced. And then obviously it crashed all the way back down here. This is 78.6. If this was the correct Fibonacci, then this would be the final thing. And we might get rejected down here, but like I don't really see it coming all the way down to 1 trillion again. However, like I said, the Fibonacci probably needed to be altered, so I altered it a little bit, and I took it from the very, very, very bottom up to the top. And when I did that, it actually turned out to be even crazier, because we hit the 61.8 golden ratio just like absolutely perfectly on the dot. It's insane, this golden ratio. I use it in every single one of my trades. Fibonacci, right? And then we jumped all the way back up to the 38.2. Happens over and over again. We came back to the 61.8, jumped back up, and now and then we came back to the 61.8. So I was like, oh, great time to buy anything. Literally, like, this is how crazy this is. Let me show you this. Let me just show you this again, okay? Because I don't think you're seeing how well the total market cap and the dominance levels and the other things that people don't use. They don't look at these things, but it's so good. And it helps so much. And once I'm gonna literally, sometimes I forget to look at them every day, but I'm gonna have my freaking assistant, and maybe I'll look at it, and I'll look at it every single day. It'll be part of my daily routine, because right now it's part of my weekly routine. I do it like three times a week, but like I should probably do it every single day. So I said, great time to buy anything here. Why? Because it bounced off twice, wicked. And this is 61.8, a great time to sell your crypto here. So even if you screwed up and you held this entire time, you could have easily just like sold all your crypto right here and then bought it back down here. And now we're having this crazy bounce. So let me go into the total market cap and update it again. So now I got to update it again for everybody. So now we're in the total market cap, new big resistance. Oops, sell everything here. So this is the big resistance. So straight up, if we are going to have another fall, it will be somewhere within this range right here. It will seriously be somewhere underneath here. So it bounced from here. That's what I said it was going to do. I said it was going to bounce from there. And now, so shoot, I might just go ahead and sell everything I have, to be honest. I don't think it's going to come back down here. I think it's going to do this. Something like that. That's what I think it's going to do. Great time to get out of the market right now. Great time to buy anything right here. All right. So if we do have a cataclysmic drop, it's going to drop from here and go down here, and it's or somewhere around here, and it's just going to be the worst, the absolute worst. So pray that does not happen at all. But I'm going to publish this idea. Okay, so after I go over the total market cap, I go over the total alt market cap, and that I call that total 2. So that's a total market cap excluding Bitcoin. So basically, when it reached, when it was over here, I was like, it's gonna come back down from $879 billion down to $651 billion, and then this is a 61.8. And once the total market cap comes down here, you want to buy alts because it's gonna bounce, because it's in this range. Do you see? Bounced up, bounced down, bounced up, bounced down. So it's probably gonna come down here. So let's see. Press the play button. Bounced off of the level. It bounced directly off of the level. It's crazy how this happens, you know? So I bought the alts. And to be honest, looking at this chart, this makes me want to stay. This makes me want to go back and change my take profit level for DOT back to the previous take profit level that I just had. It's a tough one. It's like you could either secure your profits, or you can go for it big, go bigly, you know? Let's see. So if we're looking at the total market cap right now for all altcoins, it was just wow, it's really bad. We had the dead cat bounce, and now we've fallen again. It's even weaker now than what it was before, much weaker. So it's difficult. It's like we are on a lot of major support. That is the case, but straight up, it's still really weak. It's still really bad. So I think I'm going to stick with being conservative on it for the most part, and not try to go for the home runs. I don't know if this is the bottom. Like, there's still a possibility of alts coming down and reaching here. Like, this is what I said last time. Will it come down? That's the question. So if it does, then this will be the price if the total alt market cap reaches the 78.6 right here. This is where I'm going to go in heavy on the alts. Although, it could very well reach this level, to be honest. If this is a true bear market, it could reach this level, but I really don't think it's going to. So I'll say if this is a true bear market, it can reach here, but I don't think it will. This is definitely still a possibility. Level is still definitely a possibility though. If it reaches here, I'm going in heavy into alts. So yeah, that's this, and pretty much do this. Okay, so for altcoins, this is pretty much what I'm doing. Is I waited for it to come down to the 61.8 again. Came down, bought a bunch of alts, or I bought a few alts down here. And I'm actually going to start selling them off at this point down here. Even though this is the resistance, I'm going to start selling them off here because I don't think that we're going to get here. I think we might get up to here to the $800,000 mark, 800 billion mark. But I'm just going to be conservative because I do think we're eventually going to come back down here again, of which point I will buy again. But then I'll be even more conservative, and then eventually, not hopefully, but we might end up dropping down there. I think technically speaking, I should just let all the alts ride at this point, just in case, but I'm just really not feeling very confident that we're going to have this rebound right now. I think that the rebound will come later. I think we will drop down and have one big capitulation candle down here, or wick down here, pop back up to around here, and then just start our bull trend and move up and up and up and up and go to the moon. So that's basically the crypto total market cap. You can see that, the altcoin market cap. So you can see we bought here, boom, but now we're starting to scale out. So what comes after that? After the crypto total market cap comes the dominance. So it's very, very, very important that you look at the dominance levels, right? And things start to make so much sense. This music, by the way, is this music. It's called Japanese Lo-Fi Radio 24/7. Aesthetic lo-fi hip hop music. I think it's really good. It's one of my favorites. So there you go. In fact, let me here you go. Copy. Now you know. The more you know, you know? Okay, so this was the previous chart that I posted for Bitcoin dominance. It was the weekly chart, and I said it's going to come back up here, and this is the possible retracement level. And then you could see that it did come back up here, and it's retracing a little bit, so which is good for alts. So I said it'll come back up here, possibly retrace, but ultimately this is the area where I really, really want to get back into alts. So the ultimate thing, and let me just press the play button so you could see what happened. Okay, yeah, so Bitcoin dominance came all the way back up, and now it's getting rejected a little bit. I don't think that this rejection is going to continue. I think that this is just a rejection, and then it's going to continue to move up, and that's when you get back into alts. So let me get the chart up and then plot that out. Okay, so now that I have this, what I do is I copy my dominance chart and I put it into my market scan update. Awesome. And I will put that, I'll just put previous chart, and I don't really think I need the weekly in here. I guess I'll keep the weekly in here. So what did I say? Bitcoin dominance, BTC dominance, Bitcoin dominance. Why do I have so much? I wrote way too much. Bring it down here. Okay, BTC dominance is getting to the lows now. It's better to become more cautious at these levels. Okay, so basically, so what did I just say? Let me go back. Okay, cool. I need to make sure I'm recording this because I want to put it up on YouTube and stuff. So, okay, so pretty much Bitcoin dominance fell, and then it had a rebound. It hit the 23.6. And then it came back down, and now it's hitting the 23.6 again. I think that it will come back up to the 38.2. However, that does not mean that the entire market is going up. This is simply dominance levels, and because of that, what I think will happen is that the whole market will actually crash, but I think that Bitcoin will crash less than the whole market, and that will make the Bitcoin dominance move up. And once it hits here, this is a great time to go back into alts. So I will definitely be paying attention and getting back into alts if the Bitcoin dominance hits the 38.2. And you could also see that much more clearly on the dominance level of the alts. So we'll go into that in 1 second. Let me just write this down and then post it in the VIP. Okay, so now that the Bitcoin dominance is completed, I go on to the altcoin dominance, which is nothing more than the inverse. Wait, Lewis, the Twitch live stream app. No, it definitely works on computers and laptops. I recommend looking at it on your laptop or computer. I would not recommend looking at it on your phone because of the reasons that you just said. Much bigger screen, you could see everything. Less blurry, all of that. Okay, so this is the altcoin dominance levels. So my guess is that right now we're hitting the 23.6 and we're moving up just a little bit, but I think we're going to move up a little bit, maybe back up to here, and then crash back down to the 38.2. So let's see if that's what happened. 23.6. Yeah, okay. So we hit the 23.6 and now we're moving up, so we might move up a little bit, but still major resistance. Okay, cool. So let me make sure that we get this out of the way over here. And then I will get this out of the way because I don't need this anymore. And I really don't need this anymore either, to be honest. So you said that out of the way. Cancel that. I'm trying to cancel as much as possible. And actually, I don't really need Luna, to be honest, either. Why do I have Luna in there? Bounced. Currently, currently bouncing from the 23.6, but expect it to be short-lived. So this is giving me like a good picture. What I'm doing right now is like really giving me a good picture into what my overall strategy is going to be. So like my overall strategy is to scale out of alts until it reaches. And look at this, it lines up perfectly with the 200 EMA. So the 38.2, I need to write this down. 3.2. Currently bouncing from the 23.6, but the 38, excuse me, the 38.2 lines up really well with the 200-day EMA. Scaling out of alts. Will buy when they hit the 38.2. I don't know how many more times I have to say it, you know? Like, yeah, it's looking like it'll come up. It'll probably come up to like here-ish or something like that, but it doesn't usually bounce like this and then go back up, is what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm going to, honestly, I'm just going to stick with my, all I need to do again for this, move this over here. I think it'll come up there. That's what I think is going to happen. Publish this. And so a lot of people, they like to do super macroeconomic stuff. So we've actually been doing a lot in this live stream. We went over the macroeconomic stuff, which is the stimulus check, the possible stimulus checks that are going to come out. We went over the 2013 cycle and how this is probably may very well be another 2013 cycle where it goes down and all that stuff. And now we're going over the big picture of like when to get into the different cryptos and really like go hard and everything like that. We went into the fact that you should have two accounts, a investment account and a trading account, what to do in the different situations, right? So it's been pretty good. I feel like we've been having a good conversation, a lot of educational content, you know. So after the altcoin dominance, I go into 8. I start listing off this week's winners. Probably. So I guess I had. Okay, so this is what I said last time for Bitcoin, expecting 31,500 to bounce. So we all got in at 31,000, bounce to 36,000, and then go down to 23,000 lows. I no longer think 23,000 is lows. I think 24,500 is lows, and then the cycle continues up. This actually, so this right here, it correlates really, really well with everything that I was just talking about how the Bitcoin dominance, the altcoin dominance, the total market cap, everything sort of lines up with this forecast for Bitcoin, right? Because this will be the capitulation candle that just says gets all the newbies out. That says the newbies will just be like, fuck this, I don't want any part of this anymore. It's a scam, whatever, and then it'll go down. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But let me just check what this was. This was my Bitcoin thing. This was at May 28th. It's June 28th. So this was 30 days. This was 30 days ago. So a long time ago. I don't know what this is going to be, but this was my trade setup. So definitely entry 3,000. Man, come on now. Look at that. It's too good. It's too good. All right. So anyway, that was before. Let's look at the daily. I think I'll just stick to daily charts instead of weekly charts. I don't know. I use weekly charts and daily charts. So yeah, look, we're underneath a lot of resistance. So can you get better than that? I don't think you can. Yeah, so let me say previous. I'm just going to stick to previous daily. Way better to watch. I'm glad you got your laptop set up, because watching this from a phone probably isn't the best thing. So this is 5. Altcoin dominance is 7. So this should be 8, actually. 8. And how do I do it? I put those things on it. Okay, so let me do this real quick. So I need to say this was hit, bounced to 3,600. So now let's look at Bitcoin where it is right now. It's at 3,400. I said it was going to hit 3,600. So it's a good time could be a good time to take some profits. Still at 34. Oh, wait, here we go. So at 34 and 41. 34 to 36. I thought that this was going to be a little bit higher. So 34 to 35.5. All right. So oh man, the next one, if my predictions are correct, 34, what did I say? 24,500. Okay. So basically it's like this. Value is so much higher than the price. So it's pretty much like this. I'm going to, yeah, it's hitting. I need to tell everyone right now. Like I really wouldn't be in much of anything at this point. Like right now, it's super dangerous to be in pretty much anything. Yeah, literally. Okay. Let me let me write this down real quick. It's super dangerous to be in literally anything right now. Taking profits on longs and starting some shorts. Copy. Let me also put this in the free chat for everybody. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Fudge, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to say, like, you should trade, you should sell 75% of your trading portfolio. It's hard to say that, but like I'm just like I literally just went over the total market cap, the Bitcoin dominance charts, the altcoin dominance charts. Like we might see a little bit more leg up. Like it's possible we'll see a little bit more leg up, but I mean just look at this chart. It doesn't look good. This is exactly why I have two. I need to make sure I'm recording. This is exactly why I have two accounts. I have an investment account where I'm putting money into my investment account all the time. And then I have a trading account. I trade based off of charts. Very important. So I trade all based off of charts. So because I trade based off of charts, I look at the charts and I say, oh, it doesn't look very good. The charts don't look good. So that's what I do. If we have a spike up, then I have to reevaluate and then I have to get back in. But like I'm just saying, I'm not going to be a moon boy and say, oh, look at this, everyone get in, because like it's really not the best time statistically speaking to get in. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. No, so let me put this over here. Oh, I'll probably write it out. Probably hit 30, then break down. Okay, so pretty much this is what I think is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be right here. Maybe it'll be right here. Low chance it goes up to 41, but if it does, or 40, even if it does though, it could still drop, And if it does, the more times that it hits the $30,000 level, the more likely it'll go down. And so this is June 28th. So let me just put that in there. All right. So this is my analysis. Yes, it has a probability of going up, sure, but I am not going to take a chance. I want to preserve my capital because if I do enough if I trade smart enough for long enough, I might miss out on a couple things here and there, but I will not miss out on the big opportunities. And right now is not the big opportunities. The big opportunities was in November and December and January of last year. The big opportunity was buying Dogecoin at under a penny. The big opportunity was buying Bitcoin as soon after it broke free of the $20,000 mark. Big opportunity was getting an ETH at $100. Now it's like got to be careful because you might be new. You might be new. I'm not new. Other traders who have been in since 2016, they're not new. They have a lot of money. So they have way more money than you. So whatever they do, whatever they want to do is what will determine what happens, I don't think we're in a Wyckoff distribution anymore. Like I don't think that down here is a Wyckoff. Hold on a second. Is my stream still on? My whole power just went out. Hold up. All of my power just went out. So let me make sure that this is still good. Okay, so now I'm back and we did Bitcoin, so now we're going to go over Ethereum. So back a month ago, I said the big ideal support zone for Ethereum was 1,785. The ideal resistance is 2,760. So if we press the play button, that means okay. So perfect. It came up, hit the resistance, sold everything, came back down, we put our buy orders down here, and we bought down here. And this lasted 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. It was 4 weeks for this to actually materialize. And now that we got our thing right here, the question is, do we keep it up all the way back up to 2,760, or do we take our profits early, which is what I'm leaning towards, taking my profits early and then coming back down, and then rebuying down here with a stop loss in case it does dip. Then you could buy down here. So that's what I need to determine. That's really what I need to determine. Let's see what the daily. Yeah, I mean, most likely just did literally the same exact thing on the daily back. Yeah. Okay. So this was a few days after. Perfect. Just boom, resistance, sell right there, buy at support. And this is what I'm telling you guys. It's so easy. This stuff is so easy if you just. I guess it's not that easy. This took me a long time to figure out how to do this, to be honest. But okay, so we hit this. So let me just put this here, and I'll say previous weekly, and I'll say previous daily, new, and then we'll have to make a new chart. So I'll say hit the resistance, sold, then hit the support, bought. Now we have to figure out what to do. Bitcoin's going down, Ethereum's. We really think everything's sort of going to go down, and I'm pretty confident, like, to sell right now. To be honest, like I've been saying, selling right now would give me a 20% gain. 20% gain. That's absolutely insane. So, man, I sort of want to check to see. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sell. So give me a second here. Give me a second to just go and look and sell some stuff. Okay, so now we are onto Ethereum, and this is what I have for Ethereum. For right now, we clearly have a major resistance up here, and we have a major support right here. It's pretty obvious, but maybe you know it's very clear we could sell here and buy here, but this is a pretty big resistance area. So this is actually what I do is I do the monthly chart, and this is what you can see on the monthly chart, right? Major resistance, major support, right? So if we go into the weekly chart, you get a little bit more clarity, and the weekly chart says take profit here, can get on the retest if it jumps above it. So I'm actually beginning to stack my shorts in around 2,100 is when I started doing that. So that's the weekly chart, and then I have it go down into the daily chart, and the daily chart is like right around here is where I'm gonna start loading up my short positions to get down back over here, and then possibly it might come down to reach the $1,000 mark. Although I would definitely want to get in at 13,000. I forgot to put that. Wow, good thing I forgot about it. Definitely would wait. No, cancel. Will be in at 13,020 if it breaks. Okay, so this is the ideal buy zone, but if this breaks 1320, I have to put, because I want to make sure that I'm in, right? Style. So I really want to make sure that I'm in. I don't care if it comes below 1320. I'm going to get in at 1320. That's my all-in price. And let me just publish it. Wait, I already did publish it. So let me just get this. No, because I did not put that there. Also, I need to have this here. Whoops, there you go. Okay, so I'm not really sure if I mentioned this or not, but I'm shorting all the way up here, and I'm gonna try to buy back in down here. That's for my trading accounts. For my investment accounts, what I'm doing is I'm gonna buy more here, I'm gonna buy more here, and then I'm gonna buy more here. So here's your ETH USDT. I'm gonna buy a lot. I'm gonna buy as much as I can down there, and then down there. All right, let's go on to BNB already. Jeez. All right, very precarious place we are in on BNB right now. This was the previous how to make 40%. I don't know what it's gonna do. I'm assuming that it's going to fall. Okay, so I was just looking at this. This is an example of something you don't want to trade. Perfect example of something you don't want to trade. At least I would never trade this. Look at this. This is consolidation period. We're back in it. We're back in that zone. You don't know what it's going to do. There's not a hype. If it came down here and you bought it, you're in the green. If it came up here and you sold it, you're in the green. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this, to be honest. I sincerely don't know what to do. It's very possible that we could use the Bitcoin pairing to determine basically what's going to happen with with Binance Coin, when we're unsure of what's going to happen with it via the USDT pairing, we could see what's going to happen with the Bitcoin pairing. So my guess, okay, so this was resistance. So for the Bitcoin pairing is going down, which makes me assume that it just definitely makes me assume that the USDT pairing will go down as well. So I'm going to keep that in there. Okay, so basically for ADA, we had this obvious consolidation region where it bounced a whole bunch and then it bounced up and now it came back down and it's creating this head and shoulders. It's not really head and shoulders anymore because this would be a weird head and shoulders, right? But like it's back into this consolidation range. So as long as it's in this consolidation range, I'm selling here, I'm buying here. Like that's what I'm doing, except because I'm shorting it. I like to take my profits early when I short. So well, I really like to take my profits a little bit early and just secure them for most things, unless I'm super, super, super sure. But like 17% is like great, it's great profits right here. I'm tempted to wait and take my profits down here, but I'm gonna take them here, and this is gonna be my short position for ADA, and I already put my order in for it, so I'm good with that. And Bitcoin, it sort of looks like it's gonna do the same thing, pop up a little bit, and then just like crash. And right when it crashes below this, goes straight down there. So there for Bitcoin pairing, it looks very similar, like the I guess pop up and then crash back down. So that's Cardano. So up next on the list is Dogecoin. Crazy how Dogecoin is number 6. Crazy. Tell your friends. Okay, so now I need to go over my recording. So we went over Cardano and now we're going over Doge. For Doge, it had obviously the huge run up, and then this was a head and shoulders that actually played out. This was actually played out perfectly. I'm really upset at myself that I did not take this trade right here. This was a textbook short right here. Yeah, I'm so upset because I'm not totally sure about this short. I'm not totally sure about it, but it's good enough for me to put on. So basically, this is now the major resistance. And this is the major support. So I'm going to put on a short position right here, but ultimately what would have been the best opportunity for the short which is so obvious, is this right here. And so I definitely missed out. I definitely would have missed out on that. The best opportunity for a long was right here, and then the short was right here. I could have made, and oh my god, I could have freaking made so much money off of this. What's wrong with me? Why didn't I not do this? I could have made 50. I could have made nearly 100%. Whatever. That's Doge. I'm just waiting for it to spike up a little bit, and then I'm gonna get in. So next, and then we have Doge, Bitcoin. Honestly, I feel like I should just short. I feel like I should just open up that short position right now, to be honest, straight up. Like, look at Doge, Bitcoin. Look at how bad this looks. Oh man, yeah. I sort of want to open it up, unless Bitcoin and Doge both go up, but that's just weird. It just doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Doge has been giving, on the Bitcoin chart, Doge gave the absolute clearest short position as well. 2 super, super easy shorts to put on. I can't believe I missed these. Seriously, now I'm mad. Like, now I'm like, what the hell? Why did I do that? Like, oh man, I feel like I need to open up my short position, like, literally right now. It's so clear. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to open up half of it just so that I have it. And then in case there's a quick spike, one of those stupid spikes back up, then I will add to it. This is why I need to just quit everything else. Everything else in my life I need to stop doing and just chart and just trade. Like, just watch the charts and stuff. Like, because I make such good charts. And I could have made so much more money if I was just doing it more. It's just like putting in the time, I just didn't put the time in. But this is a very obvious short right here. I'm going to open up half of my short position right now. Or maybe I'm just going to open up all of my short position right now. No, I'm going to edit it. And I'm going to put half in. So I was going to do that. But now I'm going to do that. All right, so let's go Doge short right now. Based purely off of the Bitcoin chart. Small amount of a short open right now. And then let me just alert this. Crazy. Wait, I didn't I don't think I put, yeah, I didn't actually put the, I didn't put the actual chart, like thing in, you know? So let me just do this so that they have the actual, you know, levels. So I opened up a small position, and then if it ends up coming back up a little bit higher, then I'm going to open up my second position. So I just need to make sure that I actually have this in, because nothing is worse. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that are worse, but something that sucks is when you know that you have a good trade to put on, and you put it on, and then it just, or you know that you have a good trade, but you just don't put it on. You just forget it, like, oh, I'm gonna put it on tomorrow or something, and then like it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't go on. So let me add funds to this. I gotta say, having like stop losses in place and stuff like that, just like it makes things so much easier, because then you're just like, you manage your risk, like managing your risk, you just know how much to trade. This makes things easier. It's currently 8:49. I think 11. I don't know when I'm gonna get off, but I'm gonna get off eventually, but not for a while, because I have a lot of coins that I want to go through, because I'm leaving to Memphis or something. I don't know. I'm doing something soon, and I definitely want to be here, or I definitely want to have all of my trades in the, man. Ooh, I just don't. If it falls, this is what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna set another conditional order in case it falls below here, because this was pretty deep. This was pretty big, big support. So if it falls to 730, oh wait a minute, that's on Bitcoin. It's a scary short. It's a scary short. But that's why I only go one with less than, you know, small amount. Small amount. Man, if we have a spike, I just want one big spike up here, and then bam, fall back down. I might lose a lot of money on this trade. I put in 20, 30. I put in a lot. But whatever. I'm pretty much confident in it. Yeah, I'm confident in it. Okay. Up next on the list is XRP. I do not like XRP, but I'm just gonna go by market cap. Oh my god, XRP hits this area, easiest freaking short in the world, other than Dogecoin. Yeah, hits right here is a long. All right, so XRP is pretty obvious. Yeah, there's a slang for that. People do it all the time. Monk boy or monk bok or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm not sure if I recorded going over ADA for my YouTube. So this is ADA. Pretty much this right here is consolidation. This is, now we're back in the consolidation, so I'm going to short right here and take my profits here, even though I'm pretty sure we're going to reach here again, which is the 61.8, which, by the way, like, you know, it hit there and came all the way down to 61.8 and jumped all the way back up. That's per textbook. This one actually was very strong, so I'm a little nervous shorting it, but I'm going to do it just because I'm pretty sure that it's going to, you know, going to work out. So yeah, that's ADA. Next up after ADA, though, is Dogecoin. We already did Dogecoin. But just in case I forgot to actually, record it, I'm just gonna say that Dogecoin. I have my investment for Dogecoin. I'm just gonna wait, and if it happens to come down here, then I'll throw some moon bags in there. You know. Other than that, though, I'm pretty much going to short it, like I mentioned, or like I was talked about earlier. So that was this. This is Cardano. Let me get to, hold on, I gotta exit out of all this crap. There you go. Okay, so that was Cardano, and then Dogecoin, like I mentioned before, a big resistance right here. So I'm gonna short it. I shorted a little bit right now, and, well, not a little. I shorted right here, and I'm gonna stack onto my shorts up to here, hopefully to get back there. And then Doge Bitcoin is looking crazy weak. That's actually why I opened up my short right now, is because Doge Bitcoin pairing is looking stupid weak. So I figured I'm gonna open up a short for the USD pairing, and just in case it spikes up, I'll open up some more up there. And then for XRP, this is a speed round right here. XRP is going, this is the main resistance right here, very obvious resistance. This is first support, looking okay, and then this is the second support. So this is where I would close out my short. Take a short here, open it, and then close it out right here. But I wouldn't buy back here. I would buy back here. And that's XRP. We'll see what happens with that. XRP against Bitcoin. XRP against Bitcoin. I'm not even sure if I charted this. Well, this is from a long time ago, and it's looking to, Wow, freaking perfect, whatever, head and shoulders. So perfect head and shoulders pattern. We got that, and now it's probably going to come back down here. So that makes me even more comfortable. If it pumps up here and then I open up my short on the USD pair, then it'll be great. For USD in front of, XRP for my investment portfolio. I'm only gonna buy it if it just like massively dumps down here. That's the only way I see its value. Right now we are at some like major support or whatever. So like yeah, it this is red, but like we're at a major support right now on the USD. Very easy to see that, right here, major support, but I don't think it's gonna hold. I think what's gonna happen. This is what I think is gonna happen. I think it's gonna pump up to here and then fall. But if miraculously it pumps up here, then I'm gonna short, and I'm gonna short it all the way down to here. If not, maybe to here. I don't know. I'll look at it later, if my short position ever gets filled. And so we went through Dogecoin, XRP. Next up is Polkadot. So Polkadot's like one of my favorite cryptocurrencies ever, but it has recently become one of my least favorite cryptocurrencies ever because like it fell so hard. It was one of the worst. It was one of my biggest. It was one of my biggest holdings, and it fell so hard, 66%. Makes me sad. So Polkadot, actually. Okay, so let me explain my overall strategy, and I actually have a big diagram for this, and I've explained it not a million times. I'm starting to explain it a lot, which is that I have two accounts: a trading account and a trading portfolio, and an investment portfolio. So my investment portfolio, the main goal of my investment portfolio is to accumulate more crypto. That's my investment portfolio. The trading portfolio is to accumulate more USD. So yeah. So this is my investment portfolio, and I want more crypto of this specific crypto. I feel like I should just do BTC if that's the case, but sometimes Bitcoin goes down too. So no, I'm gonna stick with USDT because USDT is like my favorite. So, or not my favorite, but it makes more sense to me. Anyway, so my investment portfolio, I only buy at the when the value. I look at fundamentals and I look at the value. My trading portfolio, I look at technicals, but like my trading portfolio is like strictly technicals. So I might not hit my investment portfolio buy zones and sell zones and stuff like that. But if I do, then I know that I'm getting them at such good prices that it's okay, even if it falls a lot more, because I'm very comfortable holding for the long term, for the super long term. So basically the 78.6 and the 88% are like the two biggest areas to buy in when it comes to investments when things are down. Of course, things do go down 90% plus, so they're not like, it's not guaranteed or anything like that. But I already have a lot of DOT, right? So I just want to accumulate more. Why? Because I believe that DOT will be $100 by the end of the year, or not by the end of the next cycle or whatever. So I'm gonna say this was already hit, right? So I just use the weekly charts for my investments, and then I use the daily charts for everything else. So I would really, really hate to see DOT fall so far down, fall all the way down to like here. I would cry, but as of right now, this is the basically the game plan. Yeah, it's pretty much that. I don't really know what else to do in concerns of DOT on the investment portfolio. So let me just put these alerts in. Okay, there we go. We got the DOT investments, and this also. All right, so that's the investment portfolio. Straight up DOT looks horrible. I'm so mad. Anyway, and this is my trading portfolio. Extremely bullish on DOT. Yeah. I sold here, by the way. I sold here. Problem is, I bought back like over here. I bought back like here. I don't know. And I was like, oh, I'm so good. But because all I was trying to do was beat out the 12% interest that I make on Kraken every year by staking it. But so technically, I beat out my 12% interest that I make on Kraken. Problem is that I'm down 66%. I'm probably down 20 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, about maybe $40,000 from the top. I don't even know, $50,000 from the top. Something freaking stupid. Just really, really, really stupid. But we can't think about that. That's not what we think about now. Wait, did I just, okay. Oh man. So you're gonna short it here. You're really gonna short it here? That's what, and I'm like, yeah, look at this, it sucks. All right, so that's the weekly, makes me cringe. So the daily, I'm long and my long and short dot right now. I feel like I'm long and I'm short. I need to check my trades. I need to check my trades right now. Dot, sell. So I sold there. I did sell there. It's only $500 though. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. I don't really know what's going on. Sorry, I'm like, all right. Dot, dude. Jeez. It's pretty clear. I mean, pretty clear. Now we're in this, it broke down hard. 35%. And then it came all the way up and now it's down 20%. So you're still down. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I already mentioned, pretty sure I already did this. Alert, Doge short, Bitcoin's VIP alt signals. Maybe I put my dot in here. Yeah, I put it here. That's what I did. So that's basically it. I mean, it's in a range. It's in a very obvious range. So you sell it here, you buy it. And I'm gonna buy it back here because like over here, look at the moving averages. The moving averages right here are like still very wide apart. But now they actually just crossed over, so that's actually bullish, very bullish. So I might actually end up getting stopped out on this trade. But the reward is good, and the risk is only it's only 3%. It's not like it's a whole bunch. And DOT has been really sucking lately, pissing me off. But I hope that if we get one more spike down and then back to here, hopefully, and then jump back up. Otherwise, whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I put my DOT trade in already. So DOT, this was 14. This takes me a very long time, but it's cool because it's like, it takes me a long ass time, right? But I only have to do it, or I only do it once per week, unless everything just gets hit. But even after that, like, I still only really need to do it like once a week. And I really like the music, so maybe at 10 o'clock I will eat something and then I'll come back on, or I'll just make some food and then I'll come back on. At 10:30 is when 10:20 is when I'll come back on. 10:30 is when I'll come back on. I'll go out, make some food, and then I will watch some YouTube videos, and then come back at 10:30. I think that will be a good time. Damn, strong support just got demolished, and now we're down here. So it might pump up again. Oh man, I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised at DOT. I wish I bought more Solana right now. You know, I like Solana is better than freaking DOT. In fact, knowing that, I really actually want to go into my long-term investments. And where is Solana? Holy crap, I don't have Solana in here. Solana is freaking huge. Quant, this needs to be up next. 4, 5. Wait a minute. DOT, and then I have DOT over here. So DOT. These are all of the ones that like I'm sort of invested in, I guess you could say. I mean, it's not like I guess you could say. It's like you can definitely these are the ones I'm invested in for the long term. No longer have swipe, I mean. Yeah. Woo needs to come before. Probably I want to say Woo is like here. Yeah. So you're getting some VIP stuff right now because these are only in the VIP. I don't know enough about DIA anymore to warrant it to be on my list. So let's go back. It's coming down here. Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about. All right, so now we got DOT. Finished with DOT. Let me make sure that it's in the VIP ideal buy zones. Doge. Wait, no, XRP. I did not. Okay, so hold on a second. This needs to be, it's in the wrong spot. Copy. This needs to be here. There you go. Okay, and I need to have. I forgot to put the XRP BTC trade or whatever. I never made one. Did I not make one? I guess I didn't make one. It broke below, so technically this is yeah, this is really it. I don't like how I have a period at the end of this. Yeah. I need to start, like, I don't know, putting these as, like, trade with me. There's a lot of things that people come on and they're like, come study with me. And I should just be like, come trade with me. It's gonna be fun. 20 more minutes. And then I will grab some food and be back at 10:30. So we have XRP, BTC. And I need to I definitely would like to buy here. So if it comes down here, I will buy it and hold it. And if it comes up here, I'll say major resistance. And then up here, I'll say XRP hitting minor resistance. And then up here, I will say, yeah, something like that. Okay, cool. So now I have XRP and dot. So let me get XRP up in here. Copy dot. All right. What comes, and then I put the dot investment, right? Doge, ADA, XRP. No, I do not have the dot investment in here. So let me copy and paste that. All right. So what comes up after XRP, Polkadot, Binance, Bitcoin Cash, Uniswap? Let's look at Uniswap. All right. Uni. That's really it. For Uniswap, it's really, I'm going to buy here, and if it happens to come up here and here, I'm going to sell 25%. Try to rebuy lower. All right. I think this is a good, yeah. All right. So let me make sure that I have Uni in here. Yeah. Okay. So I got Uni in here. My ideal for Uni, like I just mentioned, is that I would short it right here, but I'm already in a bunch of shorts. So I'm going to wait, and just in case it comes back up here to the 50%, because a lot of times it bounced off the 61, came up to the 38, and now it came back down to the 61. Now it bounced back up, so maybe it'll come up to the 50. I'm already in a couple shorts, so I don't want to overextend myself in case the market just rallies. But if the market does rally, then I'll get stopped out of the shorts that I'm in, and then I will enter this short position and a couple other ones that I have higher up in other coins. And so that's my Uni trade. And taking that and then going down to the Bitcoin pairing of Uni, you can see we have some major support down here, and we have some major resistances up here, right here. This was so tricky because the major resistance was like here, so everyone sold, but then it popped back up, and then it's like, oh shoot, and then it fell back down. So you're like, okay, good, I got out at the right time, but then it popped back up again, and you're like, damn. It's hit this 3 times now. It's definitely going to pop through. And then it pops back through again. And you're like, okay, I'm going long here. And this is literally, they tricked everyone. And they're like, okay, I'm going long here. And then nope, bam, smashed down to the 61.8. And then jumped back up. And like, you just were not expecting this price action is absolutely nuts. This is not real. This isn't even like I don't even know how to describe this, But what we can do is we could say that this is support, major support, actually, because you can see it. It's pretty obvious, right? So we're in major support, but the resistance is right here. And even though resistance is right here, it's more like here. This is the real major resistance. So let me get these to be a little bit more like this. And it's turning up, which makes me think that it's going to move up, but not for very long, maybe up to here. This is only where I would buy and sell, would be like in this area. So let me publish this. This looks pretty good to me, but actually this is this is the ideal buy zone if we're being super honest. So I'll say ideal buy zone 1 and 2. This will give me some hints. Like if it hits these things, then what I do is I'll check the dominance level charts, right? And then I'll see, oh, does it line up? If it lines up, then yeah, grab it. I don't know if I want to, I guess I'll short here. All right, it's 10:05. I think I need to force myself to go get food and then come back. So we did Uni. We're on number, we're on number 15. 15 down. It's a lot. I think I'm going to leave the embeds. I like it better. I think it looks better with the embeds, to be honest. Let's see what the Kush Life has to say. Buy zone for quant still 62. Oh my gosh, I definitely need to do quant. Let me do quants. Let me just do quant right now because quant is number 92 or something like that in this thing, but it's all the way down here. So let me just quant needs to be seriously like very 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 high up here. All right, here we go. Weekly chart quant. Let me just do this. All right. So quant is my favorite. It's literally my favorite. So I want as much quant as possible. The only. All right, here we go. So okay. Let me check this real quick. Yeah, no, I didn't have a. All right. This is my major support. So I'm gonna buy here. Major support is. This is also a major support. So I want to buy some here. This is gonna be difficult. What's gonna be my investment? My investment is going to be, it has to be this support. It really has to be this support right here, to be honest. It has to be there. Can you imagine if it comes back down to 20? I think I sold at 27. I think I sold like here. So upsetting. So upsetting. I really wanted to come back down because I sold half of it here, I mean, got scared. But then I sold more of it here. I sold more of it like right here, the other half right here. And now I'm just buying it back. So if I could buy it back, so I lost half. So if I buy it back at least 23% down from where I sold it, then I'll buy half of what I bought, half of what I sold down here back. And then I don't know, that probably didn't make. I mean, nah, quant is my favorite. I hope it dumps. I really hope it dumps down to here so that, and then I will probably just put every single penny I have into it. Quant is my favorite. There's absolutely no chance, no way it's a pump and dump or whatever. It's pretty much as legit as you could get. If it hits any of these things, I'm gonna get in. So I'm buying $1,000 worth every single day. So yeah, if it comes back up here, then I'll put 10% into my trading portfolio. Big investment entry. I think this looks pretty good to me. I don't really know what else to do with this, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I sold into USD, you know, and I just converted I just converted my Ethereum, not all of it, but I converted a portion of my Ethereum into Bitcoin. I converted some Rune into Bitcoin. I converted a lot of stuff into Bitcoin, or I mean, what I had left, because I sold most of the stuff. I sold most everything when Bitcoin was like 40K, down. Yeah, when Bitcoin was 40K, that's when I sold half of my entire, like, everything that I had. So I'm sitting on so much cash. You don't use quant is for enterprise. You don't use quant to, like, unless you're how do you use quant, like quant network, the overledger? That's not from what I know about it. It's not something that, like, you just use in your stack. It's unless you're obviously, like, you need to explain this more to me, because this is for, like, enterprises and what do you call it? Like, not just enterprise. This is for crypto blockchains and for regular enterprises, and it's an overledger to help connect them. I'm not coding that. I'm not like a coder. I'm a trader / investor / whatever you want to say. Like, I like crypto promoter instead of influencer. I want to be known as, like, a crypto promoter, because I just want to promote. Like, I've been trying to promote cryptocurrencies. I'm not trying to, like, I mean, I guess I want to influence people to buy crypto and to get involved with crypto. So I guess that's an influencing thing. Yeah, there's a ton of multi-chain interfaces right now. Really? What are you doing on my stream then? Shouldn't you be, like, I don't know, coding for like, literally, like, any of these cryptocurrencies? I mean, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. But that's just, like, you built one of the first multi-chain interfaces ever. Like, what, like, to what? Do, like, Ethereum to, what was another like, protocol after Ethereum? What was the next one after Ethereum? To Cardano, I guess? Like, that's cool. It's like, you know, when we talk about, hold on a second. There you go. When we talk about multi-chain interfaces and, like, connecting the different blockchains and stuff, it's like, that's great and all, but it's almost too advanced. Like, why don't we get down the blockchain layer ones, or why don't we get down the platform plays to actually work first, you know, like before we start connecting all of them. They're not even functionable. Like they're not even ready, you know, like user ready. That's why I sold a whole bunch of quants down here. I was like, you know what? It's not even user ready. So what's the point? That's sick. I mean, that's actually amazing, to be honest, because people who build stuff are actually like intelligent enough to build the future, you know? Like you're literally without the people who build it, it would all just be fluff. Like none of this would be even here, obviously. And like what I'm doing, I want to be able to do this. I want to be like, this wouldn't be important. Nothing would be important. Like it's crazy how people are literally building the freaking future with this. Sort of blows my mind. No time, man. Like I was literally, I started coding, or I started to learn, and I was going through it, and then it was just like, okay, it would probably take me 3 months to get the, what do you call it, get the basics down or whatever, and then another 3 months to really like hone my skills, and then I could start working, and I could work, you know, and do it and make money. But the most amount of money was definitely with trading. Obviously, like trading is where I would make the most amount of money. So I just went with that because I liked it the most. Well, it's not that I liked it the most, but I liked it a lot, and I can make a lot of money. So I ended up just doing that. Maybe once I have, I don't know. Nah, I was gonna say maybe once I have a ton of money, then like enough to like retire, then I'll, you know, learn to code. I feel like everyone should learn to code. Like, okay, if I had no money whatsoever, like if I had nothing and I needed a way to make money, I would 1000% learn to code. No questions asked. I would learn to code, and I would learn how to code everything, and specialize in coding for blockchains, because, well, yeah. Yeah, they make the most money if they invent something, but not like, I don't know. There's definitely ways to make money. There's definitely, yeah, that's definitely possible. But it's the learning curve. Okay, so let me rephrase this. Coders make the most money, hands down. Coders and developers make the most money because when they invent something. But that's like major IQ. I mean, I'm smart, I have high IQ, but I'm not genius. I'm not that level of genius to where I can code something. Although maybe I could find that level of genius and then get people to code. But I don't know. I just like, I would have to create something, you know. I would have to code something new that could be used. Trading and investing is just such an easier way. Like, ridiculously easier. If you could show me how to code something in 20 minutes on stream, that would be pretty dope. Like, no cap. All right, so that was quant. Now I think Link is the next one. I'm pretty sure. Litecoin's the next one. I don't mess with Litecoin. Damn, Solana's number 14 already. Love Solana. I have so much Sol. So first off, let's do Sol USDT because this is my investment. You should be able to delete it, but yeah, let me see if I could delete this. Give me a second here. Delete messages. Brief. Delete messages. Choose how you want to view deleted messages in chat. As a streamer, we have defaulted you to brief. 8 messages were deleted by a moderator. Did I just delete it? Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm trying to delete it right now. What the heck? How come I can't delete these things? Maybe I have to go into the actual stream. Like, I'm using the Twitch software. Let me click your username, ban, timeout, mod, or block or report. All right, I'll give you a timeout. It only gives me the option to give you a timeout for 10 minutes. So here, check. I guess 10 minutes. I think it just deleted everything. Did that work? What am I looking at? I don't even know what this is. Anyway, I don't need to listen to that. I need to get back to my stream. All right. Shit, it's 10:30 already. I was supposed to eat, get something to eat. So Hey, you're banned for 10 minutes anyway. So, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause this stream and then I'm gonna come back because I still have to do Solana, Chainlink, Matic, Theta, ICP, Vet. I have a lot that I have to do. Yeah, I did my TA on ETH. I'll show you it. It's right here. I'm basically like I'm shorting everything right now. So my short is in the yellow. Is where I'm loading up. I have a tiny short, and if it pops up here, I'm gonna short it more. So let me go get food, and I'll be back in I don't know 15 minutes. And what I'll do is I'll put the 1 minute chart on so that it could be exciting for people. And I'll do this. I'll say, so I will see y'all in 15 minutes. I need to like force myself to get food because I'm skinny as hell and I need to eat something.